Damn. Yes, people, them. Welcome back to Danny AFC TV. What is good in the hood, boy? Yeah. First of all, where do you start apart from Thomas Tuchel? Thomas Tuchel. Uh, Interesting. Listen, he's won major trophies. Pretty sure he's won a Champions League. Was it Chelsea? Yeah. Maybe in Germany also. Not really sure. France, PSG. But see, patriotic people might say they want an English person. Forgetting all that just for a moment, who would be the best man for their job is the first thing I would say. Really and truly and personally, who is the best man to lead England? Is it Thomas Tuchel? For some reason, I'm not so sure. Let me just turn up that light. It doesn't make a blind bit of difference. Basically, I'm generally a bit surprised by the appointment. It's not mind blowing. Okay, like it ticks a couple of boxes. Like they don't have to pay compensation. Well done. But come on, this is the English FA. You're rich. Like that shouldn't have been coming into consideration. Maybe they did talk to people like Guardiola. Like at the end of the day, his contract finishes at the end of the season. There's no World Cup. There's no Euros. There's still plenty of time to bed him in. You could have gave Guardiola the job at the end of the year. I believe Tuchel starts on January the 1st. Again, nothing against Tuchel. I find it crazy. No, Danny is patriotic or anything else like that. I find it a strange appointment. I don't want to say rushed because it's been quite a while. Like, is it because Carsley was shit or shitter than even they expected? I don't know. I'm looking at Sky Sports News now, and it's just, yeah, I think they're as shocked as me. So, guys, first of all, I know we don't care about England too much on this channel, but have you got any thoughts, Thomas Tuchel? Is it a good appointment? Is it a bad appointment? Is it an ugly appointment? If he's not taking up the position until January the 1st, could they have waited until January to see if anyone else become available? Graham Potter available. How the Newcastle manager, is he as happy as he seemed maybe a year ago at Newcastle? Is the money as there? Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing, do be remembering you can get any of the lightly special little lamp little ornaments from Craftopia, local Galway. The link is in the description. Almost did forget today. Got the most horrible flu as well, guys. But you know what? Shit happens. But yeah, a quick live. I might go on TikTok also just to quickly address the England managerial role being, well, filled. It's no longer vacant. Thomas Tuchel. I believe at 1:30 tomorrow there is a press conference from the English FA. Guys, on to football news. Martinelli, slight scare. I will see the Brazil game tonight. Brazil playing at 1:30. I want to see if Martinelli is in the squad, on the bench, etc. Heard he's had a scan on, was it a bruised hip fight, something like that. Please, not another injury. And again, a winger. Are they trying to take all our creativity away? Imagine against Bournemouth, no Odegaard, Martinelli, or Saka. Dog, why are you moaning? Like, you've been out a couple of times. I'm getting bad vibes that my dog's going to try and piss on me or something. But guys, do be liking, do be subscribing. So first of all, do we care about Thomas Tuchel? If there is injuries in the Arsenal squad, not saying risk, no one would ever risk a player. But let's just say like Saka's 70-30. Does he play against Bournemouth for you? Considering Liverpool's coming up, Chelsea's coming up, Newcastle away is coming up, or would you leave Saka out? I take it Odegaard won't play. Obviously, he wasn't on international duty. I see Marino literally hasn't played a minute for Arsenal, but I do believe he's played both games for Spain in the international, in the Nations League. Why do I feel if that was a World Cup or a Euro semi-finals, he wouldn't be in the first 11? Because it's Nations League, he's in the first 11. Same like Zubimendi, to be honest with you. Even though the stay midfield is not once what it was. Right, who is with me, guys? Let's not be silent. I know there's only a few of us here, but let's not be silent. Do be getting the likes on the video. Do be subscribing if one is new. Linda is the first in the building. What is it? I thought you were joking about him. Is he any good? Hold on. Only time will tell if he's any good. Well, again, I've just heard Harry Redknapp, who I do like, even though he was more of a Tottenham and West Ham manager. He was like, well, I would have made an English man a manager. You know what I mean? I'm patriotic. Shouts out to Vicky. My darling, you know. Shouts out to Vicky. And then you'll have the people that just want England to be successful, whether it's an Englishman or a foreign coach. But if it's a foreign coach, I don't know. Like, you know what I mean? I'm not really up to date with the old politics, etc. and etc. But I can tell you, England and Germany ain't really the greatest of friends, whether it's football rivalry or whatever, blah, 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 from back in the day. So a German manager that ain't Jurgen Klopp, because that, I think, could have been tolerated by the British public, especially the way he took on the Liverpool role, like he was a Scouser from Liverpool. Vicky, there is a German as an England manager. So what is your thoughts, girls? Ladies, what is your thoughts? Me, I don't know. The appointment starts on January the 1st. Oh, they left it a couple of months. I suppose, yeah. What can happen in a couple of months? Like, who would become available? But again, it shouldn't be who's available. This should be quite a sought-after job, you know what I mean? I believe it's one of the best paid in the fucking world. So, yeah. All right, let's try and get the stream out here real quick. Thomas Tuchel, England manager. There was rumours last night they were talking to Guardiola. Obviously, I take it that he fucked that straight off. They were talking to Guardiola. Guys, no likes on the video. Please be liking. And subscribing if one happens to be new. Let's get the stream out there real quickly. Where's all the regulars? Where's all the boys from the group? They've all been so quiet recently. Well, at Bayern, they didn't really like him. He won the league, definitely, but I remember it was such a fuck up from Borussia Dortmund. All Borussia Dortmund had to do was beat one of the shittest teams in Germany, and they win the league on the last day of the season. They drew 2-2. Obviously, yeah, Bayern was saved. They won the league. So a league that they should win by a mile, yeah, he wasn't that great. Obviously, he never won Champions League, which obviously, again, was more of his appointment at PSG. That's the only reason why you're appointed at PSG, is to win the Champions League, with all respect. Do you know what I mean? That's all they want from you, because they know you're going to win the French league. Local. So, yeah, at PSG, I don't know if he was the manager when, like, yeah, Barcelona come from like 100-0 down and done them, but yeah. Let's go look at his. I do think his biggest claim to fame was basically making Chelsea win the Champions League. But let me go and look at that real quick. Good point, good point. But yeah, I do believe his main claim to fame is the Champions League at Chelsea. Let's have a look at that. Okay, let's have a real quick look. Bayern Munich. I don't tell you, it tells you when. Transfer history. All right, so sorry, that is not what I want to look at. Profile stats. This is just going to be for the Premier League, I bet. All right, I don't care. All right, I'll check one more. Loco. Born in Germany. Tell me something I don't know. All right. Bundesliga. Right, he finished first in both years in Germany. No, that's just tier 1. Sorry. Win, loss, draw. Where does it actually say what the fuck he done? Right. It looks like in France he come second one year, then first. Germany come first. And he won the Champions League once and the Super Cup and the Club Winners' Cup, which is impressive, but all at Chelsea. So he was fucking good at Chelsea. I wonder what went wrong there. He was only at PSG for 18, 19, 18, 19 and 19, 20. A couple of years at PSG. Bayern Munich. How long was he there? Not that long. His best career as a manager, his claim to fame for me would be the trophies at Chelsea. Yeah, I know, man. I've always got my stalkers, man. Seriously. I get some funny messages from people. They'll tell me something that I said on a stream or someone else's comment. Guys, why is there no likes on the video? Right, let me just try and get the stream out there, though. Why is no one here? But that is interesting, Vicky. You're not the only person that's ever noted that. Where's UE? Let's try and get UE in. Where is all the regular boys and girls? Absolutely disgusting. It's too late. I wonder if he'll bump into Conte. I doubt it very much. He's in Italy, isn't he? So, where is Conte? Yeah. Inter Milan, Napoli. Napoli is that, isn't it? Right. 6 people. I know. It is strange. It is very strange. I could guess my silent listeners if you like. I could guess who they are. Actually, there is 4 likes. Interesting. Very good. Anyway, on to, let me do it again. Sorry, getting the stream out there. It says 3 on my side, mate. Live now. Why am I being jinxed? And you know what I'm going to definitely start doing though? I'm going to start going live earlier. Whether it was just coincidence, like my 7 p.m. the other night, Wimbledon Arsenal under 21s, knick-knack. Knick-knack! What's good? What do you think of the appointment of Thomas Tuchel? Does it bother you that he's German? Is he the best man for the job? If not, who would you have rathered? And I don't know. Carsley's had what, 4, 6 games? Love him or hate him, there's not really any significantly important games coming up. Like, they could have waited a year or so to make an appointment. My day's been not bad. Bit flued up. Not overly excited, says Nick-Nack. Who wants a German manager? I'm underwhelmed. Well, for me, it wouldn't matter if it's German, Italian, French. If you're going down the foreign manager route, for me, doesn't it have to be the absolute top tier, like Klopp? He's only just took the managerial ambassador role at RB, like, with all respect. Bollocks to that, do you know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe Jurgen Klopp said no. Maybe he wasn't offered. Again, who actually knows? There was talk of Guardiola last night. Again, that would make sense. And his contract's up at the end of the season. Tend to be like to America and Marley. I don't know if I've ever really noticed that. Maybe. Yeah, Holland, I suppose. Dutch coach. Have Italy got an Italian? I'm pretty sure they have. Germany? Who have they got? He's probably German. There you go. But see, here's the thing. The application said, like, you have to have won something significant in your life. What has Poch won? In fact, I don't know if he's ever won any trophy. Has he actually won any trophy in his career? Hold on, wasn't Poch at PSG? He must have won something. Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing. Most definitely. Most definitely. But the thing is, again, I don't know 100%, but Tuchel was only here a few years at Chelsea. And he won a Champions League. Well, Arsenal ain't fucking won a Champions League. Do you know what I mean? He won a club cup winners' cup and something else quite significant. So they're quite significant trophies to win. Obviously, in Germany, I think, obviously, yeah, he won the Bundesliga with Bayern. Well done. May have done it with Borussia, not sure. And he's won it in France. Who got super lucky? Chelsea. Well, it was against Man City. And Tuchel, I don't want to say he done a Mourinho special. He just, didn't let Chelsea, like, take the piss out of him. You know what I mean? Put out a very defensive midfield, etc., etc. And yeah. The best coach available. Well, I say Klopp's available. Who else? I don't know. But I'd rather have seen Potter or Howe taking the job. I wonder was Howe even offered it. Because he's another one. He looks like the patriotic kind of type. Again, Potter won F4 in his career, but then again, Howe's probably won F4 in his career. Is that bad for the Premier League? Like, I don't know how many Premier League clubs, probably none, are English owned. A lot are American, isn't it? Or Saudi backed, whatever. But is that the fault of English Premier League clubs? Is that the fault of English managers? Are they shit, basically? One team that I can think of, top of my head, that went down the English manager route recently was Chelsea. They tried Potter. It didn't work. And even braver for me, they've now tried a manager from the Championship, Maresca. So again, I don't know. And that's a club like Chelsea that are kind of trigger happy when it comes to hiring and firing. So yeah, to go down the English route and then from the Championship was kind of surprising for me. But then even when Poch took over at Chelsea, exactly. And for all his heroics at Tottenham, they won fuck all. I'm pretty sure. He didn't win the trophy, did he? So yeah. Unless he's won anything in France for you at PSG for a minute, I don't know. Like he's won F4. So yeah, for the patriotic person, if you gave it to a manager that's never won anything, even though he's, worked a lot in England and likes the English league, I don't know. Ange Postecoglou does. He says in the second season he wins. I suppose so. Harry Redknapp, though, had a moment with Totti in the Champions League, didn't he? Gareth Bale, hat-trick in Italy. So again, Harry Redknapp done it, and he never had a shot at the England job. And in fact, I watched him today on the TV. It pisses him off still to this day, as he was saying. Hey, Joy, should have been an English manager. Should have been Eddie Howe. To be honest with you, so would I. at any point. Because you know what? Passionate. Do you know what I mean? Can't be the most exhausting job, you know what I mean? He links up whenever, once every couple of months. And yeah, I think he'd get the best out of people. I think people would respect him. Whether tactically he's a Guardiola, a Klopp, etc., we very much doubt. But I don't know, man. I find it a very strange appointment. Again, it's hard not to do well with England because it's just qualifiers. With all respect to the qualifiers, it's always very easy, like usually 10 straight wins or whatever. The Nations League is just as fucking stupid and pathetic, a waste of time, and just getting Arsenal players injured. Yeah, I don't know. I hate international football just for that. Declan Rice has come back injured recently. The Saka situation the other day for England. Martinelli, we now hearing could be an injury doubt for the weekend. Something happened in Brazil. But it is what it is. I'm sure if Tuchel can get us playing some exciting stuff and winning games, people get used to the idea. To be honest with you, here's the problem for me with the England manager's job. Southgate, who was very bland, boring for me. I'd never want him to be the Arsenal manager. I can't see him getting a big job in football. Do you know what I mean? Somewhere in Germany or something, you know what I mean? Wolfsburg or something, perhaps. But at the end of the day, he got England to 2 finals. Or, yeah, a final one, yeah. Very close. Can't believe he never beat Italy because Italy were pretty poor. But again, this is the sort of standard now, you know what I mean? England are a nation. I think they would expect automatically quarterfinals, semi-finals. And that was our chance. We fluffed it. And that's what I'm saying. That could be the difference between a tactical genius of a coach or a guy who maybe trusts in a couple of favourites. Like, I noticed Harry Maguire is still around in the England setup. Is he really the best central defender or one of them the country has to offer? The goalkeeper situation, you have to sometimes question. Pickford can look amazing one week, but then the other day he was pretty bad. Henderson comes in. Is he really international quality? Angel Gomez, I don't know. Is he international quality? We are a bit arrogant, though, aren't we? Perhaps as players, but I don't know. As a nation run by Southgate, maybe that was a problem. Maybe they weren't arrogant enough or nasty enough. And that's the thing. So again, what do you think his level is? Is he more Southampton or is he more the Arsenal Man City? Because you know he's on a free transfer at the end of the season. And the noises are it's the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, he's English. So at the end of the season, he will be joining a Premier League club. Not really sure Southampton will still be a Premier League club. What would you personally do about your manager situation right now? Would you cut and run? Would you give the geezer a chance? Would you see it out to January and give him a few quid? It could already be also done and dusted if it's left till January. I reckon he's on borrowed time. Ian Wright, I'd like to see as an England manager. Very good personality. I'd love to have seen Ian Wright give management a chance. Leicester is a must-win, but didn't you have a must-win last week against Forest? Totally fucked it. Interesting. So who's out there realistically for Southampton to be manager? Pochettino was at Southampton once upon a time, wasn't he? Oh my God, it's written in the stars. Pochettino did start at Southampton, well, over in this country. Oh, you've got to get Pochettino. Ipswich was a must win. Oh, we fucked that one up. Was it Ipswich? Did you play Forest as well? Potter would be great. That's what I mean. Get Poching. It could ruin his reputation, or it could just enhance it like it did before. Ah, see again. What tournament does England, America play between now and the end of the season? Couldn't he put in? Couldn't be put in charge to the end of the season? Potter again done amazing things. Made Brighton punch above their weight, and when he left Brighton, you thought that could have been the end of Brighton. Other people would say Brighton have progressed and went on to a bigger and better level, European football, etc. Um, is it all down to Potter? Why Brighton are doing so well? I would definitely say a percentage of it is. But as for making him a manager with a struggling team like Southampton, fuck that. Again, with all respect, and it was brave to go out to like Scandinavia, Sweden, etc., to try and make yourself a career because no one in England, where he's from, would give you a chance, which is a bit fucked up in itself. But see again, why go Chelsea? He can't be a dickhead. If I was a player or manager, yeah, one of the last things I'll do is go to an unstable club like Chelsea. I've got 50 players on their books, another 50 on loan. Trigger happy when it comes to sacking managers. I just want to be going Chelsea. So, do you blame him for that? Was it too much for a big offer to turn down? Why not? I honestly could. I would have stayed at Brighton humbly. You must know what's going to Chelsea is like. Look what's happened to Mudrak. Like, look at the Sterling situation. Look at all the players they're trying to get rid of in the summer. And I do hear that. But yeah, being a Brighton manager in the Premier League, you can't be short of a pound note. But yeah, I don't know. See, again, going Chelsea. Again, brave for Maresca, but he was from the Championship. I'd never personally heard of fucking Maresca. But again, if you're a footballer, I can name you more than one footballer that has gone Chelsea. Fernando Torres, Shevchenko. If we're going back a little bit too far, let's look at the last couple of seasons. Mikhailo Mudrak. Lavia's never really been given a chance. They've bought so many defenders. Axel Diazi. Do you know what I mean? Where are they all? Okay, Bird, I get it. You like Lee Gunner. Like, seriously, you're just going to keep typing a name over and over again. What do you think the geezer's going to do? Get on his knees and blow you because you're his number one fan? But again, for me, if Chelsea are going to offer you a job, that means people are watching you. You've got to wait. It's like going Man United. It's almost a poisoned chalice as well to go. We'll see now that he's back because I know last season, well, yeah, he was injured a lot, but at the start, he wasn't really being considered for whichever reason. And it looked like he could have been going, but that's a good player there. Who else was? The fullbacks. Cucurella, even though I think he's probably looking all right again. Who's the England fullback that they tried to get rid of? His career's probably gone. With Reece James's injury record, I'm surprised he is still there. Do you know what I mean? But they've signed a lot of defenders recently. Mate, you've got to be bored, haven't you? You've got to be bored. Guys, do be liking, do be subscribing. What is your thoughts, Thomas Tuchel as manager? As for Southampton, I'd be bringing Pochettino in straight away. Again, what are America, again, with all respect, doing between now and the end of the season? Who else could they bring in, though? Who else? I'm sure there'll be a lot of managers fired soon. Potter's available, but again, what do we know about Potter? Scandinavia, I know zero about him. In England, amazing things at Brighton. And again, I suppose the players he brought in must have been decent for them to be able to sell players like Ben White to Arsenal for 50 mil, etc. Maybe he's decent at money. Who knows? Who did he buy at Chelsea? Were they his signings? I don't think so. Just reading between the lines, like, and again, I'm not going to say I'm no body language expert, but when I heard him the other day talking about the potential of being the next England manager, he wasn't saying no, no, no. He was saying, listen, it'll be a massive honour, la la la. But I think if you just cut to the bullshit, he was sort of like, I love the daily hustle of being a club manager. And that's what I'm saying. I think there's certain people that will take a national team, a national role, and there's some people that probably won't. I'm not sure. The Man U job sooner or later is going to become available because this Eric Ten Hag is looking silly. Like, do you know what I mean? They've done everything, interviewed people to get rid of him in the summer. I don't know. It's Nations League, Ireland, and someone else. Again, nothing significant. It's Nations League. And again, to hold out for the Man United job, was he considered in the summer? I don't know. Everyone in the world was. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I think it's Republic of Ireland and someone else. Glorified friendlies, exactly. Greece away. See, there you go, Linda. There's the picture of it. Greece away is the big one. Because they're probably top of the group and they done England at Wembley the other day. But for fuck's sake, with all respect, we're talking about Greece. I can think of one Greece player, Mavropanos. That's because he used to play for Arsenal. Is it Pavardis as well? One of the attacking three. I don't think you swap any of the Greece players for any of the England players if you're picking a 26-man to go to a World Cup or a Euros, with all respect. So again, yes, that's down to the management. If the players don't give a fuck or don't want to play for that manager at home to Greece that night, what's he doing picking them? Do you know what I mean? And again, like, whether he had the job for 2 months or 2 years, Carsley, he brought Grealish back immediately. Do you know what I mean? His first squad did contain Harry Maguire. But there was Angel Gomez, which Nick Nack said he was a breath of fresh air. But again, not sure how elite he is. He looked decent for England, but so many people have looked decent for England that are nowhere near the squad now. Jadon Sancho. Raheem Sterling's never been brought back. I'm not saying he should, by the way. But again, certain players, managers will have favourites. There's something about Tuchel. He shouldn't really give a fuck about anyone's personalities or favour anyone. Honestly, didn't like someone from his time at Chelsea. Who's English there? Reece James, the fullback. I think that's about it. Oh, Maduki. Wasn't the Germany managers, the Germany national team role, wasn't that available recently? Like Tuchel got dashed by Bayern Munich as well for a guy that got relegated in the Premier League, Vincent Company. I don't know. If I was a very patriotic person, I think I'd be going nuts. But again, it doesn't really fill the CV, Linda. But then again, not many people did. Because if you look at the English managers available, or any English manager period, I can't think of English managers. Again, what? Graham Potter, Eddie Howe, Newcastle. But it said to have managed in the advert said to have managed in the Premier League preferably, or the highest leagues in the world, to have won major trophies. Do you know what I mean? League titles and Champions League being of Pacific trophies of honours. Do you know what I mean? And to have worked in this country. The Luton manager, all the career is he's struggling in the Championship now, and he got relegated at the first hurdle in the Premier League. They didn't last the season, did they? They were pretty much gone immediately. The way Southampton are going if they don't get their act together. But again, Shearer, for whichever reasons, never gone into management. You know what I mean? He tried it at Newcastle. It was a fucking disaster. I don't know, was it like 20 games, 15 losses or something? For me, with England, again, to lose at home to Cyprus, obviously you either don't respect the manager or don't really give a fuck about playing for England and don't really want to be playing Cyprus. So whether it's the under 18s or the whole under 21 squad, that for me is the first thing. And England's squad is big enough. You don't have to be playing Harry Kane and Saka and Declan Rice 90 minutes, 3 days apart against Greece and Cyprus or whatever it is, or Iceland respectively. Do you know what I mean? There's other players out there. Play them. They might show that hunger. You might see something. Adam Wharton at Palace. This and Angel Gomez. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, he's bought Grealish back. Maduki, the young Chelsea guy. Try and find a second alternative, because God forbid if England went to a tournament, and even though he's had a shitty tournament the last one or two times, Kane, definitely the last one, who's the alternative? Tony again seems to be out of the picture, but now that's Thomas Tuchel's job. Anyway, to finish the England points, you think there'll be any surprises? Like, will he just come along with like? I don't think there's many surprises. Like, I don't know. Would he give a fuck to try and get Ben White back into an England fold? England have got quite a lot of right backs. Will Trent be his cup of tea, being so attacking? Walker's getting on now. I don't know. Again, you can't sign people at international level. What does he do in the goalkeeper stakes to keep competition for Pickford firm? Pickford clearly believes, like, you know what I mean, he's miles ahead of everyone. Ramsdale's out of the picture. I don't know. Is Henderson the second best keeper in the country, who Carsley played the other night? I'm not so sure. These are the key things if you want to be elite for me. Like, they can't have just Harry Kane, no matter if Harry Kane is a fucking world-class striker. Is it Watkins? Ivan Toney? Who else have they tried? That prick at Tottenham, Solanke. Like, how the fuck is he popping up in the England team? I've never rated that geezer, do you know what I mean? Bournemouth was about his level. On to Bournemouth, we have them this Saturday. Their Brazilian striker that they bought for 40 million. What's his name? Ivan Nilsson. I think he scored a couple just before international break. I'm here finally. WB's in the building. Just when I was thinking it was way too quiet, I was just about to give up. WB, first thoughts on Thomas Tuchel as the England manager. As a patriotic lad yourself, what do you think about a German? Or especially a German, because again, England, Germany, you know what I mean? Again, not very close in, well, whether it's war or football. But that aside, should it have been a foreign manager? If you read the CV though, which English manager could have got it? The CV, the job, not the job, the advert for the job did say, managing this country, managed a certain caliber of player, confident, must have won major titles. Graham Potter's won major nothing, bros. Eddie Howe's won nothing, bros. Well, statistically, he's a lot better than them. He won the Champions League at Chelsea. He won the Club World Cup at Chelsea. So again, just to answer the question, because I pretty much agree with that. What are the English FA to do? Because again, me personally, if it was me in charge of hiring the next England manager, personally, I wouldn't have went near any English manager, apart from maybe Eddie Howe. But then, why put out an advert that says you must have won things? Eddie Howe has not won a blowjob in his career. So, it depends if that is important to you. And hold on, that's a good point, because me and Nick are already talking about that. That is now the level. So if Tuchel doesn't get to a European final straight away or a World Cup semi-final, well, people are going to say he's shitter than Southgate. Southgate had won nothing, both. He'd won nothing. He'd just been a good little, what do you call it? A yes man to the FA. And he won second place, but that second place was to a nation that lose a lot at home to, like, Liechtenstein. I know that, my brother. Well, again, you know me, bros. I'm not very patriotic, but again, not so sure. But he has won the Champions League. Yo, brother, sorry, been on a madness lately. What's up, man? Talk to me. You have to get on the personal phone. What's going on, bros? Talk to me. But again, as WB said, I'm pretty certain he's better than Southgate. But we'll see. Southgate had a couple of common errors, like he had his favourites. Harry Maguire comes to mind. Pickford was undroppable. What's rude? What have I missed? Closer. Hello, Claus. Sorry if I just missed it. Sorry, it's because I'm having a serious talk here. Been on a madness. I guess the only good thing is Tuchel Fells could be gone quick. But it isn't the quickest cycle in England managers, because I'm sure he'll get the next tournament or the tournament after. That's like 4 years. But then 2 years after, what did England get to in the last tournament? Was it semis? Sorry, love, did I miss you? Oh, and again, Sorry, not in a rude way. You know what I mean? I'm not very patriotic. I can't really give a fuck about international football. You know what I mean? It just pisses me off. I only care about when it comes down to either just the two major tournaments, the Euros or the World Cup. Again, I think I've just been force-fed all these glorified friendlies, nation leagues. People like Saka and Martinelli getting injured. It just pisses me off, international football. Since 66, semi-finals, when he's on, it's good for England. Why do we have a right to win it? There definitely is no right to win it. But if you look at the Italian team that did beat England, I can't remember both 11s at the top of my head. My feeling is, though, there'll probably be more English geezers in it. Maybe not by many. So if you're going to choose a combined Italian and England 11 from that night, and I'll take a look at that later, do you know what I mean? How many Italians would be on that list? Whoever was up front for Italy, I'm sure doesn't start above Kane. Whoever was on the right wing, say Chiesa, because I actually think he was, he doesn't start above Saka. Locatelli or whatever in the midfield, good player or not, doesn't get in over Rice. In defence, Donnarumma might take the place from Pickford, I'll tell you that much. And Yui, you're totally right, but pound for pound, England should, with the team that they have, sort of, yeah, a quarter final is pretty bad. Semi-finals and finals should be the only way. Well, not really, because he plays what? Ireland, and then probably Cyprus, with all respect, or Greece. With you there, Danny. Exactly, mate. And it drives you mad. Very true, bro. But if the 11 in front of you are shit, Liechtenstein have beaten you twice in the last 12 months, I don't think you should be, again, it's not because it was England, going to Wembley and beating the 11 that was in front of you. It was Georgina on at Boston midfield that night. Can't actually remember that, but if that's true, that's a blatant alarm bell to what? Rice and Jordan Henderson. And Tuchel, his coach most of the England team, said they all know how he works and what he wants. Listen, Tuchel is on a hiding anyway. Everyone who gets the England manager's job gets fucking criticism. But the bar's kind of set. If he doesn't get to a semi-final or a final, pretty much straight away, do you know what I mean? You're going to get the patriotic boys giving it, well, fucking hell, what's going on here then? Yeah, but again, hold on again. Do you know what statistically, whether it matters or not? Do you know Kane has scored the most goals, but then again, that's in the Bundesliga, in his short time with Tuchel. Tuchel was the guy that signed Kane. So again, obviously, not that there was going to be any doubt in that, but Kane will be one of the favourites if there is a favourites brigade. What I'm saying is this the end of like a Harry Maguire? Will Kyle Walker still be around at 32, 33? I know England have had injuries at left back, but get a left back and fucking run with it. Simple as. And yeah, don't be a bottle job. Don't be shy like to play some kids on that. Do you know what I mean? Whether it's an Adam Walton, an Angel Gomez, or a fucking Enwari from Arsenal against fucking Finland in the Nations League. Is to lose, Kane, not late. Again, so then maybe that's why England ain't so good. Because if you take Kane out of the situation, I don't rate Ivan Toney. I think Solanke is a donkey. Watkins, I think, is okay, a good player. I don't know about Arsenal international class player is Watkins. I wouldn't be screaming for Arsenal to sign him. Wouldn't be broken-hearted if he come. But in the striker role, he's not top of the list for me. And after that, I don't know what other strikers you could be playing. What did WB say? I think we have a better chance of winning something. Well, again, this guy has won titles. He's won the Bundesliga. I'm sure he's won the titles in France. He's won the Champions League at Chelsea. The Club Winners' Cup at Chelsea. Maybe a Europa League at Chelsea. I love it, Yuri. Once we got the group, we can have an opinion on Tuchel. Where again, I think things with Southgate was he would never make a substitution. He left it until well too late. Was indecisive. Always played the same 11 geezers. I don't think Tuchel will be like this. Again, yeah, I don't think Tuchel will be like that. The bar is high for sure, but it'd be nice to see some free-flowing attacking football. And again, with the squad he's got, I don't know, there is Saka's, Foden's, Palmer from Chelsea. It will be. And that's the thing. Do you know what I mean? Because again, like, I don't know what you do again about the goalkeeper situation. But if Harry Maguire is there, is that going forward? If Kyle Walker is there, is that going forward? My view doesn't change anything. Who is in charge? Capello, Sven. I hear that. Just out of interest, Yuri, who is the top 4 or 5 nations in the world anyway? Because again, not patriotic, I don't care. But if you look at England or Argentina, Spain, France, I'm sure we could pick a lot of holes out of a lot of these nations. You know what I mean? We need to get used to playing about Kane. Well, again, and it's not that I have no love fest for Kane, yeah? I'm not saying his record or he was good at the last tournament, but fuck me, bruvs. I don't rate Solanke. I don't think Ivan Toney's international class. So who the fuck is the striker going to be? Ollie Watkins? Yeah, no fucking great. Very good day for me today. Sleep time. Don't you dare leave that stream. But good night to you. Think I'm very close to winning something. Well, not really. No red cards. Was he? When I think of red cards, I only can think of the Beckham one. Argentina. That one's fun, I don't think. Fuck knows. Who knows? Every in the manager, I suppose, even down to Sven, didn't he have the whole Gerrard, Scholes, Lampard? Yeah, Sol Campbell's got a lot. England could do with a Sol Campbell now. Like the centre back situation. Who's the best 2, 3, 4 centre backs in this country? Are they that amazing? The goalkeeping situation as well. I'm not saying Pickford is shit, but is he elite international Champions League level? And central midfield, I don't know. For me, it's only Rice, and he is a one-dimensional player. With all love and respect to Declan Rice. So maybe UE is right. Maybe England shouldn't have no sort of right to think they should be winning anything. I'm going to put England's squad against like France's and Spain's. Spain, but I think their midfield tonight was Zubimendi and Marino. One bottled the Premier League and one hasn't played it yet, and that's fucking Marino. Well, at right back, I don't know if he wants to bring Ben White back, but you got Trent. Hold on, because my mind's going blank. I'm sure England have got plenty right backs. Trippier, Trent. I'm telling you, that was a Southgate thing. What it is with me, though, personally, I just think he didn't want to be in a 26-man squad and not be first choice. Well, he's fucking a fullback at Arsenal, brother. Because he's definitely not good enough to play centre. I'm sure you've heard about the Gabriel and Saliba partnership. But yeah, Trent, Trippier, Walker, even though none of them are getting any younger. They've got a couple at Newcastle. Forgot the right back's name, but I like him. But he's had quite a lot of injuries. I don't know. It's football heritage. England never made a squad, but I suppose we'll never won anything. It's football heritage. I love it so much. So not even Pep or Klopp or a prime Arsene Wenger or Mourinho. Because again, with this Tuchel appointment, you may as well give it to fucking Mourinho. Who's that news? Look, Hall at left back. Levi Colwell has played quite a lot for Chelsea at left back. I mean, Chelsea got a couple of English left backs. Who the fuck is Henry? Not talking. Didn't he go Newcastle in the summer, that Henry? Is he a mixed race dude? I'm going to have to check that now. The best English fullbacks.
Here's what I found.
Let's have a look at this, bro. Wan-Bissaka's come up. Gomez, Liverpool. Konsa. Livramento, he's decent, but the injury proneness. Reece James, again injury prone. Ben White's popped up. Rico Lewis. Fuck me, Carl Walker and Trent. Well, Trent's good enough. And between a Konsa or a Reece James, I don't think it's two bad right backs. Isaac Stalling over Newdale. Yes. Apparently, yeah, it's just all about release clauses. He's got no problem signing it. That's what I mean. Livramento. I've got a lot of time for that kid. But yeah, you have to see him, I suppose. Fuck me. I just googled best fullbacks in the world. None of them seem to be English. Hincape's come up. I like that Hincape. Left back. Fuck me. English left backs.
I found this on the web.
Alright. Lewis Hall, that was a Newcastle boy. Leif Davis, who's that? Enjoyed a brief spell of Bournemouth. But it's all at Ipswich Town where the left back has found his feet. Fuck me. Ipswich left back. Tyrese Mitchell, Palace. Joe Gomez, fuck me. Ben Chilwell, Levi Colwill, or Luke Shaw. Alright, Cahill, not Cahill. I don't know. Well, at least he knows the fucking three that's from Shaw, Cahill, all from Chelsea. Not sure, sorry. Isaac Storney-Adel. Never fit. Well, yeah, perhaps a little bit better luck with the old fitness, you know what I mean? Isaac, bros. Again, he knows how good he is, bros. He knows how good he is. And if no one's going to offer the money for him, he'll sign a deal at Newcastle. But I'm hearing it's about the release clause. Not even a release clause could get Bruno Guimaraes out of there last year. It just showed a lot of teams were broke last year. You know what I mean? Like 3 payments of £33.3 million would have got you Bruno Guimaraes. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, obviously they don't want the buyout to be crazy high, UE. Do you know what I mean? And I take it the buyout would be, the first way of getting out of there. Because if Newcastle's selling at the start of the window, someone to Forest and whatever, and not really overspending this window, they're probably not in that situation where it looked like, you know what I mean? It was funny for them, and you know what I mean? Money weren't there or money weren't right. But shouts out to you, E and Nick Nack, who have been my saviours tonight. It is almost that time to go. Bro, catch you next time. Who have Southampton got on Saturday, bros? I do wish Southampton the best of luck. Do you know what I mean? I feel so sorry for Rams, though, as well, I have to say. But it's the signings, bros. I know he scored the other day, that Connor Vickers or whatever, 17 million, Aston Villa. They're all dodgy. Oh, yeah, Leicester at home. I'm going to their game. Mate, you have to win. You have to win, seriously, or sack him and get anyone in. But we'll talk about that tomorrow, 10 p.m. live. Guys, peace out. God bless. Nick Nack, you are the man of the match. Shouts out to UE. I'll catch you all tomorrow at 10 p.m. live. Football is back this weekend. Real football. Bournemouth versus Arsenal. Thank God for that. Peace out, people. Good night, y'all.